know there's only one thing that's stopping you from being successful? Successful with your health, successful with relationships, successful in your career, your finances? Only one thing. And that one thing is your mindset, my friends. How you approach things, how you see things, is how and what will determine if you're successful or not. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Christine. I'm also known as the Real Life Changer. I am here to talk everything law of assumption so that I can give you the tools so that you can be, do, have anything or anyone you desire. I personally saw how I quickly changed my mindset when I went on a trip this summer with my boyfriend and my grandchildren. Now, we were in a provincial park. And if you know that I live in Ontario, and in Canada, we have bears. We have black bears. They're common. They're among us. But, we have to be careful because some of them do attack us. So we were going on a walk. We were in the provincial park, and me and him were going on the walk. So while I was going on a walk with my specific person, my boyfriend, I became a version of myself that was pretty pitiful. I was scared. I was looking for him for directions, and I was just following him. And I was just being a version of me that was very timid, almost victim-like. And I was depending on him, where we're going and how we're getting out of there, and being very fearful of if we were to encounter a bear. I didn't even know what to do. Now, half an hour later, I take my grandchildren out on that walk. I became a version of myself that was completely different. I knew exactly where we were going. This is a totally different trail. So I was making damn sure that I was going in the right direction. I wasn't fearful at all. I felt this sense of, if I encountered a bear, hang on, I'm going to hit it first before he touches me. I had this incredible strength and confidence within myself. Within half an hour, I became two different people, depending on who I was with. That really fascinated me and intrigued me, how I could change my mindset like this, depending on who I was with. So when I was with my specific person, I became very docile and timid. When I was taking care of my grandchildren, I became secure and confident. And that I didn't have to sit there for hours and hours and affirm, I am confident. Hang on. Could you imagine if I would have told my son, hang on, let me just go do some affirmations, and then I'll become a version of myself that's really secure and confident who I am, and then I can go for a walk with them. No, I just quickly, automatically became this new version of myself. And that I found fascinating. And I thought, how can I apply this? How can I tell my clients or tell the world out there that they can quickly do this? Now we can. Walking with my grandchildren was did not involve any childhood traumas, so it didn't have any impact on me and who I was becoming. The problem is when it comes to changing your mindset or changing your self-concept, which is what I keep repeating, who you are, because self-concept is how you see yourself and how you see the world. How you see yourself is the key thing. A lot of people out there are saying you need to do affirmations, keep repeating, just keep affirming. The thing is, that will sometimes get you and yield you results. Because if it's kind of like, some people say, well, I want to manifest a text from my SP, my specific person. And you keep repeating it, and that text message comes in. Yes, you'll manifest a text message, but will you keep the relationship going? No, you won't, because you haven't changed your self-concept. You see, when we're dealing with childhood traumas and what happened to us in the past, these unfortunately created neural pathways in our brains, these neurons, right? We have all these neural pathways. Now, people like Joe Dispenza, which I freaking love, and I talk about him all the time, but he has always said, you do not need to go in the past and revisit everything that happened to you in your childhood. You could just be in the now and change it. Now, when I started studying Joe Dispenza, I was trying to do that. I tried doing that. Just letting go of everything my mother said to me, my father did to me, my sisters did to me. I tried to let all of it go, but I couldn't. They kept coming back because I have those neural pathways in my brain that keep flashing every time something happens or that I'm in front of them or circumstances happen. So what I had to do was actually go back in the past and deal with it. Not with them, within myself. This is what I talk about in my self-concept course. Or if you want to be coached by me, this is what we do. A lot of other coaches out there say you don't have to go in the past. And you know what? Certain situations, like I've just described, that kind of thing, you can do. Absolutely. Change your mindset, change the way that you see things, and just become now the version of you that has exactly what she desires. But a lot of times with us, because of these incredible neural pathways that we have in our brain, we cannot move forward because they keep flashing every time that a thought comes in that we try to switch it. Because your subconscious mind will sit there and say, no, you're not amazing. No, you're not good enough. Because remember what happened to you in grade 3? Remember what your father kept telling you all these years? So you got to deal with those. And until I dealt with those, I literally, like I say to my clients, we're going to talk about it. We're going to roll in it. We're going to dissect it, put all the cards on the table. We're going to look at it. Because once you've looked at it and touched it, then it starts to dissolve. That's the key thing. A lot of us were constantly like, don't think about the past. Don't think about the past. And you saying that, of course, the more you resist it, the more it persists. So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to have all these negative thoughts that come in our minds. And we're like, no, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. Don't think about it. Flip it. No. But once you've touched it, once you rolled in it, and once you understand it, you're able to let it go. And that's what I did. I did all of these things. And this is why I developed this great 8-week program, either privately coached by me or my self-concept, because in this, I show you how to go back in your past, how to dissect things. And then from then, you're able to move on. And I know a lot of my clients, they at first are resistant to this because, again, they're like, well, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. You're thinking about it. What you saying, I don't want to think about it, is actually making you think about it. So why don't we dissect it, look at it, touch it, and then you're able to let it go because you understand it and we look at it in a different way. See, that's a key thing, right? When you're looking at things from the law of assumption way and understanding that we create everything, you can able to let go of the anger and the hate and the resentment and the jealousy, all these things that are hindering you from moving forward and becoming the best version of you so that you can manifest everything that you desire. It's crucial that you come from a place of love, forgiveness, and gratitude. Joe Dispenza. I just do it a little bit differently. And I know I've seen the results from my clients. Once you touch it, once we're able to let it go, and then you're able to move on. Because now you're not fighting with your mind anymore. You're not sitting there saying, remember what happened? Well, now you could say, I remember what happened, but we're not doing that anymore. I get it. I know where it comes from. So bye. Death of you, right? Like Neville Goddard says, death to the old man, death to the version of who you are right now that is in the victim mode, that doesn't understand her worth, doesn't know how good enough she is. Change into a version of you. Be reborn, like the Bible says, because law of assumption is all from the Bible, all of it. Ask and you shall receive. So hopefully you guys have come to understand that your mindset and the way that you view things will change everything, will be the reason if you're successful or not. And like I said to you, even your health, everything, if you're having issues, any condition that you have created. I know a lot of you guys are sitting there saying, nope, don't tell me I created this endometriosis or this fibromyalgia. Yes, you did. And if you don't believe this, that's okay. Just flip through and go see somebody else's YouTube video that tells you how to deal with fibromyalgia and your symptoms. Because I myself had fibromyalgia for years, and I was in bed. My doctor wanted me to go on disability, but I got rid of it because I changed my mindset. So believe me when I say, if whatever condition you can have, you can get rid of it. But it all starts with you and how you are being, how you are thinking, what your belief system is, what your opinion is. But the thing is, all this belief system that you have, you got to get rid of it because it's obviously, if you're watching this video, you're looking for ways to get out, right? You're looking for ways to change. But this is how you change. Death to the old man, death to your belief system, death to your opinions, become a new version of you. So that way you're able to create a whole new reality. And that way you could be successful. Think about it. It's a real life changer.